Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to FSV Racing Friday Night Winston Cup Series St. Patrick's Day edition from Talladega Super Speedway. I'm your host, Sean Reap, with my partner, Milt Minter Jr. How
I
you
was
doing,
supposed to
Milty?
put a hat on, I think.
I think you were supposed to put a hat on.
Hair,
That's
yeah.
all right.
We're at Talladega. Let's go.
Heck yeah. You got a little shake and bake tonight with Ryan Johnson on the pole, your series admin, your sponsor, and your pole setter in the 59 Brothers Body and Paint Buick. Dave Jandry making a Friday night start.
And, they always talk about anybody can win, but, I beg to differ. It's very hard. Pit stops, staying in the pack. We're going to have to see how these dudes do here. Multiple strategies here. Pending champion Watkins in the back with Kai Pitra and Reeves there in the back too.
Yeah, and well, it doesn't look like he's starting. I haven't seen him on the track yet. That's a new driver, Michael Reeves.
I think that's my number.
Yeah, it looks like he took your number too. It's okay, you weren't using it. Yeah, I think he was having some issues getting set up.
The last time, well, actually, in iRacing, you can't. They don't like the zero, so it's going to be double zero.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah, it's very lame. I'm trying to figure that out.
There's no reason it shouldn't work. I mean, it's basically the same stuff under the hood. Why would they take functionality away in their new iteration? So I'm here trying to get Google to make my pick here and actually land. Oh, there it did. All right. So getting right through the rest of the field here, we got Mark DeRocket DeSenza, Brad Otto, Jason Dulfer, Donald Ritchie, Jeff Hale, Slim Jim Gately, Johnny Doucette making a Friday night start. Good to see him out there in the Blue Jays colors. And there he is on pit road. Tom Jackson, Action Jackson, 87. Adam Simonik, Pops Margison, and Rick Castle finishing your qualifying order there. 13 cars qualified. Excuse me. Looks like Michael Reeves.
To beat the 13? Well, it comes after 12, sweetheart.
Michael Reeves, Guy Petra, Matt Watkins choosing not to qualify. So your clinched season champion there. He will be starting in the back. I think he likes to do that at the super speedways anyway. So, Milty, we got to get to our curses here, our jinxes, if you will.
Well, what I'm looking at tonight is teamwork. And so you got the Monsoon guys in the back with Pitcher and Watkins. And they're very good super speedway racers. And I'm going to go with Jeff Hale tonight, 29.
You got the 29.
Jim Gately on the 6 right there. I see a team effort about to happen.
As you see Matt Watkins messing with with Johnny Doucette on pit road. Now, I'm just for the record, Doris, it was not me. It was Google. It was Google. Google picked Slim Jim Gately, like is my tradition, on super speedways. I put in 1 to 151 because that was the highest number in the field. Kept hitting generate until it landed on a number that's actually in the field. And tonight it is Slim Jim Gately. I'm sorry, Slim. Don't blame me. Blame the Alphabet Company.
The Jamma J group is in the house. Let's go.
Oh, man. Elgato just updated the stream deck. And
Thank you, David. Appreciate that.
A bunch of my labels are messed up, so I keep pausing. I'm like, wait a minute. That's not what it used to say.
Well, I'm tired and I've been drinking, but we're about to have some fun.
Yeah.
But you kind of know that. That's pretty much my routine.
Bingo Productions says, I hope this is a good one tonight. Don't we all? Talladega can be wild, or it can be a parade.
Well, this is a race I've won in FSB several times, and how did I do that? Was with teammates. And So that's what I'm looking at here, and of course you find new teammates if you have to. But right now, gotta chill like a Bill. Brian Johnson, yeah, man, on point. Gandry, whatever you see, I say this every time the 51 car shows up on Friday night, he's always in the mix. So there we go. It's Talladega, man. It's fast, it's stressful.
Absolutely, it's a 200-mile-per-hour game of chess. And as we were starting to say before, people do poo-poo it and say, "Oh, anyone can win. It's no skill." And yes, anyone can win because nobody's faster than anybody else because of the draft and what have you. But
I always like,
but
bringing
the same guys.
to think they when I talk about sim racing at work, and they're like, "I could beat you, man." Yeah.
But the same guys always end up front in
bro.
these types of races.
Come by my house and try the rig. Get on. I'll set you all up and just have you go around, try to make a lap, and try to get out of the pits, and good luck. You guys are professional sim racers. The most anxiety I ever get is when I run super speedways. Where all you see is that rear deck lid guy in front of you, somebody all over you.
Pace cars off. Ryan Johnson leads the field to green. Long way to go to the start-finish line here because of the arrangement of this track. Bill France wanted to sell more seats past the tri-oval, and he moved the start-finish line down, and green flag in the air.
What do you want to do? You want to stay in the pack and get to that first pit stop, and that's where men are men and sheep are afraid. Because that's what you got to execute. Right now, you just want to stay in that draft and be careful, be clean. I expect that from these guys. As Slim Jim moves down, calculatedly to hook up with his teammate Jeff Hill. These guys are on the radio with each other, and they're working it.
Got John Bates checking in, cheering for Tom Jackson, Travis Partington. You know he's cheering for the Oscar Mike 016 of Adam Simonik, and of course Dave Dolfer. Maybe part of the Jam and J fan club.
Super speedway racing is like skill and then extreme anxiety. Kind of a.
Yeah, right now when you're side by side.
Right now you just want to roll. Brad Otto up there in P4, P3.
Talladega winner there.
This is, former winner, and this is his wheelhouse. Guys have a niche. It was, one of my wheelhouses. Short tracks were not. They were my anti-wheelhouse. Jim Gately, what does he need? Well, he's got everything he needs. The thing we're looking at is internet connection. That has been an issue last couple
that has
times
been
he has run. So
that has been his
look at that right now, real solid.
That has been his Achilles heel for several seasons now, and it's especially something you don't want to see on super speedway with the cars, up close like this. Those little warps can cause a big problem.
Cheap, he's paying for, he's not getting what he's paying for. So that's been a work in progress for a while, Simulation racing is definitely funky like that. got a lot of smart friends, and he's really smart. And then sometimes you still can't figure stuff out.
Well, I had a season and 3 championships saved by the fact that we had 2 internet providers for a brief period. We still had the old DSL hooked up while we were switching over to cable, and snowstorm knocked cable out for a week. But the DSL stayed up just long enough to get the 3 starts in that week. Went down over the weekend, and then everything was back up. Then everything came back up on the following Monday.
Well, right now, this is like the old days when I was racing against ECR, and that was with Danny Falcon and the rest of that group, and Matt Watkins later. They're all lined up in the front, and that's, what do you do as a driver? You stick them. Look at this race. It might be able to short pit a little bit if this thing stays green. Tires, usually when you got a pit, it takes the same amount of time to get, rights or less as it does to fuel.
Yeah, usually you want to
are not an issue, so you want to end up, if the thing stays green, getting less at your last stop.
Yeah, 4 tires take about as much as an absolute full tank of fuel, but you have the possibility of the tires taking a little longer. So that's why on super speedways, because of the tire wear, as you mentioned, you just change 2 at a time. Alternate lefts and rights.
An issue unless you just go no tires the whole race.
No, you can't. Yeah, Talladega, you can't do that. So some of the Super Speedway Series tracks we run on Tuesday nights, yeah, you can do that, even at 3 times wear, like we use on Tuesday nights. Tonight we're at 2x wear, so it's double, standard wear, realistic 100% wear.
Yeah, so, what Sean's talking about is, there's options to break the race length down and the amount of wear that is incurred while you're running.
Yeah, so the tires get worn out 2 times as fast as regular, and the fuel gets consumed twice as fast. And to that end, that means our pit window is about 18 to 20 laps tonight.
Well, right now, I'm just chilling, watching these guys. That's what they're supposed to do. Stay tuned, please, because it's going to get really more exciting. But right now, they're doing what they're supposed to do. It's a long race, and you got to chill. So,
yeah, I mean, if you go back to the main channel page here for FSB Racing Live, you'll see that the channel trailer, the video you're shown initially, is the 4-wide finish we had here a couple of years ago. That Jim Christopherson won, but yeah, they were 4 wide at the line. Milty and I were losing our minds.
Because that's what it comes down to. And opportunities here, like Brad Otto, something about dude on this track. That's how it works.
Meanwhile, chilling in the back, taking the old Dale Jarrett strategy, you got Matt Watkins and the entire Monsoon Motorsports contingent tonight.
Well, being my friend and teammate, I talk to Guy a lot, and, his main thing is just to participate. A long time with the league and run, and, purposely, he just get any practice, so he wants to start in the back and run and, just figure it out and just have a good race and have a clean race. longtime FSB driver and my teammate at Donkey Bop and iRacing and old guy. You know, that teammate of his in front, that guy's a wildcat. Matt Watkins. And he's sitting there, he's multitasking as we speak and talking constantly. And, you know, guy is not saying nothing, probably, or very little. And this is what we're going to do. And Watkins is constantly figuring, you know.
And they got their teammate Pops Marguson in the 99 in front of them.
Greatness, you know. Still in the back there, but Matt never really chills. The intensity level is, you know, begged.
Nah, I'd say right now he's pretty chill. He's just happy to be where he is. He wants to keep that car in one piece and be there for the finish.
It's not just like, yeah. I mean, he understands that strategy, but at the same time, he's looking at tire wear, tire temperature constantly and talking about, you know, okay, you know, how am I going to make my pit stop? You know,
yeah, that's going to be the key.
I mean, he is constantly working and talking as he's driving. And, you know, for Guy Pitra, that's a pretty good teammate to have that's working that all the time. And Guy will just quip in like, you know, yeah, I think that's a good idea. Which is what I would do. These guys in front, the four teammates, you know, I've been in that situation. It brings a tingle to the back of my neck. You know, you're running like this, and but then you also know that pit stop is coming. Can we do it? You know, obviously we're going to do it together.
Hey, look on board here with Jam and Jay in the 63 car. He's got the 2x2 cars shuffling around all in front of him. Yeah, he's locked in up there. He can't really go anywhere else.
Yeah, the outside pack's a little bit smaller, so they can't make moves. But they also have to figure, once they get closer to pit stops, they got to get down, you know, or make an extra lap. But that inside line, they pit first, they get a huge advantage. Always works out that way.
Oh, goodness. David Silva, top wins all time in FSB racing at Talladega. I don't think any place has it broken out by track like that in any of our archives. Now, like, I have my own results broken out by track, but it's not me.
I have 208 or 210 wins in this league. A lot of them were road racing, but to break them down, no, I can't.
He was asking specifically at Talladega.
500,
Yeah, he was asking specifically at Talladega, though, and yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know if
I'd have to venture a guess. I'd have to venture a guess that Jeff Hale's probably near the top of that list.
Gary Focal once broke down quite a bit of stuff, but when we had like the archives, Jim Ray has a lot of stuff still from FSB, and if anybody could figure out that question, it would probably be the former boss, Jim Ray. 20 years of sim racing is quite incredible. You know, hundreds of people going through sportsman-based racing league, and now you know the league is starting to take a look at iRacing, and it's still going to be that way. It's going to be small, slow. There's no reason to. You want guys like these guys that are pros and behave, and that's basically, the philosophy of the league. And Jim Ray said to me once, if there's just 8 of us like we started, then so be it. Not gonna have good racing. And like a family, you know.
Yeah, so here we are,
Yeah,
16
there's
laps
a lot
in.
of fast people out there, and iRacing, we've gotten our butts kicked for a long time, and now we're starting to win some stuff, you know, so it takes time.
So within the next couple laps here, we're going to see the first pit stops of the night. I did the math. You're going to want to go 19, not 18. So the first one's in.
Or do the math. Can you undercut and still make it to the end without an extra pit stop?
No.
Not the inside guys either.
At 76 laps, if you do 18 every time, you're going to come up 4 laps short.
So everybody got to box at once here, right?
I think everybody's aiming for 19. I don't know if the leader can do it, though, because Ryan Johnson has been on point from the drop of the flag. He is using the most fuel of anybody out there. And the reason for that is the throttle is wide open all the time around. The guys following him, they can lift a little to stay off him. They use just a little bit just by the virtue of not being able to be full throttle all the way around. Guys further back, they can spend more time off throttle. They can choose to.
So they want to go together.
Yeah. But that's just more about how the fuel consumption works there. Brad Otto, he's not doing himself favors leading that high line all this way. He's not only leading his draft line and thus being fully in the throttle, but he's taking a longer way around the track. These things all add up, little drips and drops of gas, and there goes Ryan Johnson right now. Ryan Johnson, the olive checkered flag. Oh, Jeff Hale.
Jeff Hale out into the grass.
I think they're going to be okay, though. Wow.
Oh, man.
I think
boxing there. So you gotta get another 8. We better get a camera on them. And you do.
Man, that was. I didn't think they were going to come out of that okay.
Jeff Hale, he smoked those tires. The plan was for 2. No, he's getting 4. They're all getting.
I think after he smoked the tires, he was forced. No, he's going to be fine. He's going to be fine.
Spins the tires. Slim Jim Gately gets the lead.
No, Ryan came out first.
The 124 side by side.
And the rest go. Oh, there's a crash on pit road with the second group. Oh, the monsoon plan just fell apart. Guy Petra, Pops Margison, 43 Donald Ritchie, all caught up in that. Matt Watkins is going to lose his drafting partners here. They're going to need a caution later to get this group back together.
Oh my gosh. That's why you always want to pit first. And that second pit stop is mojo.
I don't know. I usually like being in the second group because the first group's usually bigger and more likely to have that sort of thing happen.
Ryan Johnson and Slim Jim Gately.
All right, we'll see where these two groups merge back up.
Marcuson's working it.
The second group got spread out, and they had to take at least a gallon more fuel.
Pops Marcison leads by himself there. Towards the back here, some guys, it has not worked out well for them.
No, that's absolutely devastating for that
Donald
group.
Ritchie,
Matt Watkins has completely lost the draft.
Donald Ritchie, heavy damage in the rear. What happened to Donald Ritchie?
He was part of that kerfluffle there. He got hit in the back.
Sorry, I missed that looking at like 4 screens here at once.
But he was part of that. He got caught up with the monsoon guys coming in. Let's go look at that on replay now that everybody's pitted.
Yeah, show me that again, please.
Now, it looks like, nobody from the second group managed to get hooked up with the first group pitting here. Okay. So,
thank you.
it was Donald Ritchie there in the 43 who looks like initially
he did.
Backwards into the wall. Yeah, he was part of the initial contact.
Cut the chili dog there. You know, the thing was, everybody was in really good control, pushing the limit, but there was just like, that's like the 405 freeway trying to get off the Pasadena exit or whatever. I mean, nowhere to go.
Guy pitcher just ran out of room there. He tried to come in conservative, but
Richie was good, I think, till then. But
yeah,
man.
Yeah, Donald Ritchie backed into the wall after the initial contact. It's
good
gonna.
Camera work there.
So a bunch of guys are finding themselves in dire need of a caution flag. You got Dave Jandry and Jason Dulfer. They're hooked up together. 4.2 seconds back now. Brad Otto finds himself almost 6 seconds back. Watkins, 13
11
seconds back. And Matt Watkins looks like he is actually right now intentionally running high.
Yeah, he's got no draft, and that's the best momentum he can get.
Well, he's trying to get Pops caught up to him quicker without giving up speed himself. So those two are trying to get hooked up as teammates.
Paired together, Jandry and Dulfer. They ended up together. Hey, brother, okay, let's go.
Yeah, they came out the best of that second group, but and they've got to stick together and try and mitigate lost time here. Try and stay on that lead lap. And again, gotta catch caution.
Tom Jackson, we have not mentioned him, and he is in that lead group.
Yep, there he is, Mr. Softy, the 87. Winner this week in the Super Speedway Series.
You can roll, man, I'm telling you.
Yeah, go to the homepage right now. You see the 87 car on the front page for a Tuesday night Super Speedway Series win at the fictional Dragonet Speedway. Adam Simonik, you see the 016 caught up in that pit road incident there, already going a lap down.
Like watching the broadcast.
Yes, he did.
And now he's a pretend real race car driver, like we all are.
Yeah, so Adam Simonik will be the first car a lap down in the 016.
The Juggernaut is working each other now. Teammates are okay. Let's battle now. I want to win this race. They're not, Noah's Ark here knows the tail. They're working it, and they put the 59 and the 23 out to dry there.
That also, if they're trying to go a little longer this time, they're going to want to do that. They're going to want to split at some point and not have the same car lead the whole way and use up more fuel than the rest of them.
That makes perfect sense.
We got two pairs of checkered flag teammates hooked up there. You got Hale and DeSenza in the 29 and the 3, and then Ryan Johnson and some Jim Gately in the 59 and the 23. With the interloper there, the 124, Rick Castle, we also haven't talked about tonight. He had himself a great pit stop, kept up with this lead group. Adam is right where he needs to be to try and get back on the lead lap. If they catch any more cars to put them a lap down, he's going to just be able to follow this group right on through and keep himself in that lucky dog spot.
Well, Rick is just like, I'm taking the same philosophy, but things haven't worked out lately. But, that's racing. It kind of ebbs and flows. And Rick Castle's work is always the same way. He's always up there towards the front and got a good car. And maybe it could be nice.
A little more shuffling there. Slim Jim chooses to go towards the back of this pack.
Well, when you're the 59 and you've led and then you lose that lead, It's a whole different ball game because you're used to seeing clear air and clear skies. All of a sudden, following deck lid here, but it's not his first rodeo.
No, and that's the best position to save fuel in. You don't want to be the first car or the last car. You want to be right there in the pocket, as I like to call it.
Yeah, you're lifted. Yeah.
You got the draft coming off your nose and the draft coming off your tail. And both those things are allowing you to crack the throttle, use a little bit less fuel. Again, tire's not really an issue here. You can't go the full race, but
you know, at this track, are you kidding me? I've seen this movie before.
Meanwhile, you do have the teammates.
That dude can roll. He knows what speed, and that's flat out.
Which is good at Talladega.
Well, you know, I've seen him run races off, wins. Freaky. It kind of reminds me of myself. To be dirt for a while, and then all of a sudden you might pull off and that can still drive.
Matt Watkins there following Pops Marguson, just hanging on, trying to catch something there. They're catching up to Brad Otto, actually. So that'll be a 3-car draft. That'll help them stave off the lead pack just a little bit longer.
Well, yeah, they'd like to see a caution, but right now, money time is not yet. Not even halfway yet.
But we are halfway to that next stop. Yeah, we are halfway to that next stop. I project it to be about lap 36, 37, 38, where we see cars hit pit road again.
38, that's exactly the halfway point.
And if anybody hits that, well, then they're on pace to make it on 3 stops. Oh, no.
New friends evolve. The 124 decides to go up high and pick up the outside line. So the leaders defend, and they got lap cars coming. So it's starting to get a little itchy here. These guys aren't lying about.
Yeah, they've got the lap cars of the 43 Donald Ritchie and the 151 of Guy Pitra in their sights. They're dicing around. I'm kind of surprised that they're not just settled in and getting to their next stop.
Gotta go.
Slim Jim in the middle. I don't think he likes that spot. And they get through just fine.
You know, exciting new stuff happening at FSB and different kinds of racing. And stay tuned. You know, it's going to be. Right now, we're here Friday night, but when Sam gets ready to say what he's going to say, definitely FSB is going into.
We have plans for the future.
Plans for the future. Leave it at that.
Man, I'd be real nervous if I was Ryan Johnson in that spot right there. The car's bouncing around, washing out off the corner. Tires are getting worn. And there's side by side, just 4 laps from that projected pit stop.
Not seeing so much cooperation here.
No, it's usually the co-opetition, as Larry Mack would put it. But right now, what some of these guys need is a caution.
Well, what the fans need is green flag stops here because that stuff is, fun.
Yeah, checkered flag wants is green flag stops because they got all 4 of their cars in this pack, and when the cards are on the table, you know they're going to work together to get themselves back out front, and then they'll settle it amongst themselves.
Well, when you envision pit stops as a driver, you're envisioning how you think it's going to go. And at this track, other tracks, cookie cutters, know how that's going to go. You're going to go in much single file, but here you could be 5 wide going in, and you got to find a spot and then adapt and get down to pit road speed.
Mark Desenza drops to the back of this pack.
Tick, 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 tick. Getting close here. That's in your mind. Hell, he knows what he needs to do. Defend low and but his teammates are spread out now a little bit. 13 car, what does he do? He goes up and runs like he always runs.
Ooh, a little jitter out of Slim Jim there. See the camera going crazy because I was centered on him.
Doucette is a serious pro, but you know how much practice has he had pitting? How much practice do these drivers do for pitting? Yeah, they've all been doing this forever. So our practice of working and trying to figure out just how the car is going to run.
Yeah, usually you want to. Yeah, the more important thing in practice is to get a feel for the pit stops here at Talladega.
Well, yeah, that's what I always did. I mean, it was like
we know how the car is going to handle. We know how the draft's going to be.
It's like pit stop practice.
Yeah. So these guys are going longer on this second run. As here we are at lap 36, and they have not yet hit pit road.
So who's in the position for the lucky dog if we have something going on here?
It is still the 016. He managed to... Oh, no! He clips the 3. Goes down to the apron. Man, that was almost a moment there. Amsonic hangs on to it there. But you see, he is indeed still in your lucky dog spot.
Tanner, we got pit stops.
Yeah, that's about as far as I figured they could stretch it. And well,
24:59. They're low. The 13 locks
wow.
Them up. Into the dirt. The
couple cars in the grass.
No contact. 3 wide down pit road. As a driver, you're thinking, where's my spot? Where's that guy? Where's his spot? How do I make sure I get around him? Do I know he's behind me or in front of me? All of a sudden, you got to figure that out real quick.
Yeah, because the spotter doesn't help you there.
No, and you can't really do that while you're on the track because you don't know how you're going to end up when you pit. Your set nails it. There comes the Blue Jays car. Gets by Jeff Hale. Wow.
Everybody off cleanly. The question then becomes...
For the 13 car. Nailed it. Whoa. Pushing. He's driving the wheels off of it.
And I'm not showing any black flags on timing and scoring.
More pit stops.
Yeah, here comes Matt Watkins. Brad Otto and Pops Margerson. Brad Otto completely misses pit road.
Brad Otto all the way backwards, sideways.
He locked it up and spun down pit road. No caution will come out for
3,
that, and that will
6,
unquestionably be a pit road penalty for unsafe entry. So tough break there for the 31, who's trying to hang on.
13 car bit down.
13. Oh, 13 does have a penalty. That was not showing on scoring.
13. Johnny Doucette down pit road.
That's surprising. That's not showing on. That's not showing. That's not showing on the scoring page.
Wow. He executes it, and I'd be pounding. Well, you can't pound the steering wheel too much; you might break it. So. Or my big ass might, but so he not happy. Gopher and January together, 6th and 7th.
So I've got. Oh, there we go. Now it's working again.
Road.
It was as if.
Picture out of 15th there. Still in behind. Demonic and Castle did not make that grade.
All right.
Wow. Tom Jackson piecing it together, working on the track here, and he's in that elite top 5 here. With 34 to go. Look, man, a couple years ago, he was just watching, having some vodkas. Man, I'd like to do this. Like to be a part of FSB racing. And now
probably
he's a
some
race
whiskey.
car driver and an admin in this league.
I figured out why my push to talk wasn't working in TeamSpeak. It's because I had push to talk turned off.
Yeah, you disappeared for a little while there.
I thought maybe I was getting run over more than usual tonight because my push to talk key wasn't working in TeamSpeak. Because it wasn't lighting up when I hit control or my pedal. But yeah, no, it was working as intended. So I'm back.
Battled the 4 Caballeros there together. Checker flag on it. And Tom Jackson in the rear with the gear in that group. 1, 2, 3, 4, United States Marine Corps.
Yeah, I was gonna say there, Milty. Man. He was drinking scotch or whiskey. Definitely not vodka.
Yeah, those little icons and sometimes they're hard to. Yeah.
So you got the 4.
Now you got these 4 guys. Everybody else wants to caution. Probably not going to happen. You have got
these
yourself
4
in this position. Now what you going to do?
Yeah, these 4 checkered flag guys up front, they definitely do not want the caution. Tom Jackson, despite being with this group, does want it because he's not going to get any help. He's all by himself against 4 checkered flag cars here. Meanwhile,
Well,
the next closest car is 10.5 seconds back. Rick Castle in the 124 in 6th place, and then almost 30 seconds back to Dave Jandry and Jason Dulfer. Watkins and Margeson, 15 and 99, they are in serious danger of going a lap down as they're 45 seconds behind the leader, and they'll be losing 2 or 3 seconds a lap here. And a lap is about, 49.50 seconds. Yeah, 49.904 last lap for Ryan Johnson. 50.499 for Matt Watkins. So a little less than a second there.
4 guys in the lead here. I mean, they took their pencil and marked this one. One of us is going to win this race, and they definitely came ready for bear here. Well, the thing is about, plate racing is you don't want to get jiggy till the end here. You don't want to get fresh. You don't want to make that move right now. Just ride and glide.
As you look out the back bumper, Ryan Johnson, and see what he sees is all Slim Jim.
Jackson here, you want to just stay in this draft. Through your career, you have different thought patterns. I just want to be a part of the league and want to run and be competitive. Then all of a sudden, you get in a position where you might have a chance to win.
I hear that little skip in Jeff Hale's engine as we ride on board with him looking back at Mark DeCenza. There's another one there. There is some clutching going on, so they're trying to make sure that they can make this in 3 stops.
Well, that plays perfectly into the 87's hands here.
No, it's not going to change his outcome much at all.
Well, he's going to
stuck with fuel. Yeah, he's going to save fuel, but he's got to stick with them.
He has to get out of the gas. He doesn't have to clutch. You got to get to like lap 56, right?
I'll be cutting it real tight. I think they need at least 57, 58.
Now, if he can get more fuel than they can, but he loses that draft for a lap.
Yeah, if he stays out another lap, it's all for naught.
So he has to go with these guys. Are they thinking about switching it up as far as the lineup here?
That's a good question. Unless Ryan's been clutching out in front of it.
Is definitely the guy. When you're in front, you got the pedal down all the way around. The rest of the guys are saving fuel. They're lifting.
Ryan might be saving too. The fastest lap, his last lap was a 49.8. Fastest lap of the entire race was a 48.8 by Adam Simonek. So that's a full second off, and we got a 5-car pack here. So, maybe they are saving a little even from the lead. In fact, Matt Watkins and Pops Margeson who I said before were in danger of being caught. You'll notice they've shaved just a little bit of time off of that deficit after picking up Johnny Doucette.
Can they make it?
I'd say they most definitely can, because they've consistently pitted a lap later. But will it be all for naught? Because that's a lot of ground to make up.
So what have you done in the past? Did you get right side tires? Are you going to get lefts? If you're going to get tires, you got to get lefts here.
On a 3-stop strategy race like this, I would want left, right, left. Make that last stop be the lefts, gets the fuel into the tank just that little bit faster. The downside is that, yeah, it doesn't matter so much at Talladega. Maybe at Daytona, some of the versions we've run, maybe I'd want the right side tires on the last stop for maneuverability. But Talladega, nah, lefts are fine. You know, Daytona and Talladega, they call them sister tracks. They look the same. They both restrictor plate tracks, drafting tracks. They're very different. Daytona's a lot narrower. Lower banking. The car moves around, so much more. And those tires can make a difference there. Here at Talladega, and in real life or the sim, you don't see them make that much of a difference all that often.
Well, I'm the 87. What I want to do is not screw the pooch here. Don't overdrive. You're in the catbird seat. Make sure you make that pit stop clean. Then you can live with it. Try to be a hero a little bit and do a Matt Watkins pit stop here. You ain't Matt Watkins.
That 4-car pack. That 4-car pack of Doucette, Watkins, Marguson, and Pitra is shaved off a few more tenths on the lead pack. 4 versus 5 here. So they're going a little faster. Maybe they have to save just that little bit less.
Well, they were smart enough to get in line and work. And that's what you got to do on a plate track like this.
Well, especially when you've lost so much time like they have. Like, there's no point with more than 20 laps to go for these guys to be fighting each other. Brad Otto.
Coming out, up. I'll be right back.
All right. A little housekeeping there, Brad. Brad Otto is now in the Lucky Dog spot. The 31 car in front of the 016 teammates there. I believe they are together on the track, but a lap down. This has been the Ryan Johnson Show pretty much all night. He has led 38 of the 55 laps. Other leaders, including Jeff Hale. Oh, Slim Jim hasn't gotten up to the lead yet. Jeff Hale, Mark DeSenza, Rick Castle led 3. Brad Otto picked up a lap lead during the pit sequence, but it cost him, as he is, as noted, down a lap currently. Almost a second shaved off since I last looked from that second pack. And they could make this interesting if this lead pack can't make it all the way and has to stop for a splash. The second pack might be able to catch them, and it would come down to right down to the wire, very end of the race. And here we are at lap 56. We're inside 20 to go. Pretty soon, we're going to find out what pit window the Checkered Flag Motorsports team is aiming for. And Doucette is not quite on that strategy with the second group. He has to peel off in the 13 car. And here comes Slim and Tom and Ryan Johnson. Gonna leave the 29 and the 3 out there to make one more lap. They managed to save just that little bit more. So this could be interesting. How well will it work for them? Just 2 cars versus 3 coming off pit road. Slim has to get around Johnny. Matt Watkins still out there. .55 miles per hour down pit road. Clear that last stall and you gun it. And then merge before turn 1 where the line gets dashed. They're back at it. Now you see that second group past them, but...
Come on, Tom.
Ooh, Tom's barely hanging on here.
Coming up, and they're drifting back a little bit to make sure he gets that draft. Got to be 1.5 seconds behind, and he's in that draft. Great job.
They've got him. So now we've got Jeff Hale. Oh, if he was taking left side tires or not. He's not getting left side tires. You see how close he was to pit wall. So DeSenza and Hale are out now, and here comes that front 3.
Lest we say, Ryan Johnson's been looking for a performance here like this, and it's been a while. Lest we forget who this dude is. Pretty good.
Matt Watkins, the Monsoon Motorsports Group, getting their service down and away. Guy Pitra is held up, though.
29 gets in that group, too. Great job by Hale there. Slim Jim. And he's working it.
Mark DeSenza got the best stop of all of them. Still
Hale
out front.
Goes around the outside. Momentum of the 29 beat the draft of that group. Got himself in the... And how about that 3 car? Mark DeSenza finished Mark DeSenza.
Johnny Doucette back down pit road once again. Tough night for him.
Oh, man, you don't want this dude in the lead.
Speaking of tough nights, the 43 Donald Ritchie retired a few laps ago. Looks like just continuing with that damage at this point was too much.
Hale has got it going on here. So, these guys are going to work here back in the front, as Metallica would say. Back to the front. Battles going on, but got this deal here. It's starting to get... Now it's go time. So, got a 5-car run here. Look, man, Tom Jackson, with these stops against these this whole team. He's got a team in front of him working together, and he's right with them.
Jeff Hale clutching there. There is some concern about whether these guys can make it.
Did exactly what he needed to do, not make a mistake. Execute. So difficult.
The second pack has grown to 4 cars here as they have picked up Dave Jandry.
There's like 100 years of experience in front of him,
and Jason Dulfer.
And he's done it. Tom's not like a youngster, but his sim racing experience is compared to these guys. I mean, he's in the mix. Execution. What's that going to do is eventually, most teams, 2 to go, it's on, or maybe 3 to go, or, not just going to sit there and let Martin win,
Well, they got fuel concerns, especially for the 59 and the 23.
Gately falling back a little bit.
Like I said, fuel concerns for the 23.
To get a run to work that outside line.
No, he's concerned about fuel.
And fuel.
Because remember, the 3 cars in the back of this draft pitted before the 2 out front.
And this is with all that speed and the lead. Can he make it? They're talking. Tick.
Lucky 13 laps to go. All green so far.
FSBRacing.com. Pro Racing.
If not for that kerfluffle on pit road, these 2 packs would be together.
Horsemanship-based racing that actually has pretty good action in between. Well, somebody's got to make a move here, but it's not now. Long way from now. Ed, approaching 200 miles an hour. Damn.
Yeah, this lead pack is running a lap slower than the Jandry, Dulfer, Watkins, and Margazin pack.
Well, whenever you're in line with Matt Watkins, you want to get in line, Wherever he is, he's going. As a driver, you're thinking, well, this guy, badass. So, whatever he's thinking, even if he's not talking to me, I should probably do it.
That pack's about to become a 6-car group as you see them begin to reel in Johnny Doucette several laps down after penalties. Actually, just one
there
round.
Goes Slim Jim Gately outside. He takes a look and falls back. He knows he can pick up that draft. He's giving some car language to Tom there that, I'm going to want to go here eventually.
Probably as soon as...
Teamage meanage. Eventually, you want to win this race. So, still, like you said, fuel savings, and some of that drifting could be clutching. Just great when you watch a great Slim Jim Gately. What you don't want to see is internet junk, and him not get the ability to show you how good he is. Tonight, stuff's been dialed in, and he's been working on it. We had a long conversation. It's not like he's just sitting out in the middle of nowhere, just going, I'm living with this. They've been working on it, and tonight's solid. One of the greatest I've ever seen.
Well, the second pack has now picked up 3 extra cars to become 7. Picking up the lapped cars of Johnny Doucette, Rick Castle, and Adam Simonek.
And that's going to make it interesting, but I think,
they don't have time to reel him in. We're inside 10 to go. And, they'd have to make up.
It's starting to get jiggy here.
They'd have to make up. They'd have to make up. They'd have to make up about 4 seconds a lap.
Do you wait for 2 laps to go or 3 laps to go, or team rule? In our team back, Team FSB with Jim Ray back in the day was 2 laps, but depends on the situation here.
Yeah, that could be too late.
Exactly. What I'm thinking is, if I'm the 59, what I need to do is show this lap. I need to show a little bit. Go outside and go to 23 and the 87. I want to dog these guys for the win and let them go. Yeah, Mark's my teammate. I like the guy, but the heck with that. I want to win this race. That's how we're going to dog them on the outside, is get 3 against 2 here.
Boy, this second pack just keeps growing with the pickup of Guy Pitra, and boy, don't they wish they did this sooner, because they are just ticking the seconds off.
Some guys are on team channels, some guys are on public channels. You don't know if they're actually talking on the radio or not. The teammates are, so I'm guessing these 4 are like heck with the 87, but at the same time, if I'm Slim Jim Gately, I want to win this race. I mean, what the heck are we here for?
Yeah, I can tell you, the checkered flag guys, they're in their own channel, and the Monsoon guys are in their channel. Heck, the only one that's in the open channel right now is Dave Jandry all by himself. Dulfer Castle and Johnny, they're in their channel.
You don't do it with 5 to go. What do you do? 3 to go.
I think with 3 to go, because with 2 to go, you can start blocking.
Plus, you got to set it up right now. So you got to sniff, look, sniff, kind of, I like going down the back straight right here, where you start to make that move.
And you see the second group
on the draft going down the back straight.
Second group has acknowledged that they are not going to catch the lead pack, and they've pushed Matt Watkins around to the lead of the group to put him into 6th place when he gets to the line. And that group is all kinds of disorganized down the backstretch. This could end up being the caution if they're not careful. And there it goes, Adam Simonek around. Heavy impact to the inside wall. If this is a caution, it could end the race. Guy Pitra, Pops Margison.
And it is the caution.
It is a caution. Have these guys taken it? I don't think they have. So this is the race possibly for the win.
Back to the line. Old school rules.
Tom
here.
Jackson can affect the outcome here.
Lucky dog, or whatever the heck.
The green-white checker, you mean? Overtime.
Checker, here's Mark DeCinza. This could be the win.
Ryan Johnson trying to get around the outside.
They're racing around the outside.
Tom Jackson trying to steal spots here at the end. And meanwhile, they're coming up on Adam Simonek, who was involved in that wreck. Oh, they squeeze around him. So they took it with 5 to go. Ooh, it might not restart.
With this sim, gotta wait and see.
Yeah, 4 to go now when they pick up the pace car.
Mark DeSenza, old school Mark, tonight, and this could go official. We'll have to see. Well, it's easy to sit here as an announcer, dude, and say what people should do, but then you got to race, and it never happens the same way twice. Yeah, that's the great thing about racing. But tonight, 59 and 3 were the class of the field.
I said it was getting dicey back there in that second group, and just as predicted, there was your caution. See, Pops Martin got caught out in the middle there. A little side swipe with Adam Simonic. Everything's okay. Then they hook again a few seconds later down the backstretch. Almost sends Adam over backwards. Roof flaps doing their job, and then Pops was still 3 wide, got pinball in there, and that's what actually brought the caution out as the 99 car went around. So is this over?
We bag on the 3 a lot, because, we're not that, at least I'm not that good. Because, it's like Achilles' heels, and that's pit stops.
Well, he'd be the first to tell you his Achilles' heel is pit stops.
And when he nails it, you remember me? I'm Mark DeSenza, Yeah, these other guys I race against are great, but I'm pretty good too.
They don't call him D-Rocket for nothing.
With life is life, and I had health problems and fighting back, and we all look forward to this every week. Everybody's going to show up, the fans, the mothers, the...
All right, pace car this time by. We're going to watch it at the start-finish line. If those lights turn
drivers.
off... If those lights turn off, we're going to get a restart. If they do not, then this race is over. It will end under caution. So again, that start-finish line, the other side of the tri-oval here, long way around. How many races has that changed the outcome of in both real racing and here on FSB Friday nights? We've seen some crazy finishes with that start-finish line. But for this situation, it just makes it excruciating waiting to find out is the pace car. I'm going to turn off those lights, and they're on. It's one more lap under caution. Mark DeSenza in the 3 car will be your winner.
Just gotta bring it around. You got enough gas. And have enough gas. With the caution laps, should be no problem. Bumps already from his teammate Jeff Hale.
Oh wait, am I calling it too soon? This is lap 75, not 76. Oh, well, yeah, because it would have to be off now because they would have to start 76. Yeah, so that's it. This is the finish.
Great show by these guys. A lot of work from in the back too that we didn't get probably cover enough because we're focusing on the leaders here.
Yeah, I tried to give a little split time there, side by side.
Oh, you did, yeah. Yeah, I didn't talk about it enough, but you had a battle here, you know.
So yeah, they'll come
Well,
around
you
and
know,
take the
these
white
guys
flag.
honestly have gotten pretty whooped by Matt Watkins this year, and all of a sudden tonight, you know, they put a whooping on Matt Watkins.
Well, if he had pitted with that group, maybe it would have been a different story. But he still would have had to overcome the 4 checkered flag motorsports cars. Mark DeSenza, Jeff Hale, Ryan Johnson, the Professor Slim Jim Gately. They were just in perfect sync tonight.
Great
They
job.
got it done.
You don't know how hard that is, folks, unless you've done it. They make it look easy.
And of course, give a shout out to my teammate there, Tom Action Jackson in the 87. He's been working on those pit stops too. He's been running the Super Speedway Series with me and Nick Fleck on
what
Tuesdays.
A great finish for the 87.
Yeah, pulls off the win Tuesday. Pulls off the top 5 tonight.
Even though he's not on the podium. Can I do that? Or?
You can do what you want, Milty.
Just, you know, the work he's put in and
one more lap under caution here, 76 of 76.
I think this clinches it tonight for Matt Watkins in the 50.
Oh, he was clinched last week. Maybe even earlier.
Their FSP World Champion there.
Yeah, that was already clinched. He came in more than 2 races worth of points in the lead.
All these guys, they're so good. Yeah. I've been on the track with a few of them on Sunday nights. Run a little iRacing stuff and get my butt whipped, you know. I mean, quite amazing. You know, Tom is a really good driver, man. Heading up, you know, deal here.
So yeah, the checkered flag guy's gonna stage a 4-wide finish here. Looks like they're setting up for it.
Yeah, this is like for you know, Porsche, you know, winning Le Mans here. Well, you know, as a fan, the first thing, like Slim Jim got a race in with no problems. Well, you know,
yeah, no disconnects to a 23, so that's good.
You know, already, but gosh darn it, man, when you're running and you're dealing with that stuff, appreciating.
And there, it's official. Slim Jim, Mark DeRocket Descenza, your winner. Jeff Hale second, Ryan Johnson third, Slim Jim Gately fourth, Tom Action Jackson in fifth, Matt Watkins, the co-goat, manages to salvage a 6th place out of it. They're trying to wreck their buddy on the backstretch. Look at that. Ryan's wrecked himself. Slim's wrecked himself. Oh no.
Whoa, look at that flip. Ryan Johnson's blowing chunks there, definitely.
Oh, get the bucket for Hale. Oh, and he's flipped back on his wheels by passing Jason Dulfer, who destroys his own car in the process. Having a good little fun impromptu demolition derby here at the end. Hey, where's Derby Don when you need him? All right, so that is that one. As you saw, those were the points as they stood last week. That is Matt Watkins was 49 points up. 24 is the max you can score in our point system here at FSB.
Well, I got my hat on now. I say it's out.
You got the hat. All right. Hey, thanks for tuning in there, Radar Love. Hopefully, you said you were going to try and race next week. Hopefully, we'll see the 67 car out there soon. That's Who drove that? Was that Buddy Arrington? He drove the 67. Yeah, he had the last Mopar before they came back in 2001. The red and blue. Let me look that up. Buddy Arrington.
I heard you say earlier about Tom Jackson doesn't drink vodka, he drinks scotch. My bad. Yeah. That's a very important.
That's a very important distinction. Yeah, there's Arrington's 67. That Dodge Magnum that he was the last Mopar holdout back in the 80s there.
Well, if you listen to me long enough, you know I'm full of, you know what.
full of useless information, aren't we all?
Yes, sir.
I think half my brain is, pop culture references, song lyrics. Nothing. Yeah.
Great friends, great running, and
we got everybody here. The gang is all here.
Yes, sir.
Take it away, Milty.
And wrong all night. Got to follow your teammates. You guys were definitely rocket prepared for this race. Pit stops flawless. Kind of came up to the end there. Sucks because you guys probably would have, 2 laps to go, team rules, it's on. Yeah. What are you gonna say?
You talking to me, Milt?
I have no idea.
Jeff.
Oh, we don't have team rules. You know better.
No team.
Well, at least with 2 to go, then it's on.
Yeah.
Well, you were definitely working as a unit there all night on those pit stops, and that made the difference.
Yeah, I had a few mishaps when I rode a couple of times. Nothing too serious. Was able to overcome. Was able to get a drafted mark, saved enough fuel. I know Slimming didn't have to save a little bit. I think they were stretching it, but they might could have made it. But yeah, caution come out and seal the deal for Mark. So good job for him tonight. Yeah, a lot of fun. A lot of great teamwork tonight.
Well, if it would have went green, I felt like he would have poked out there, and Tom Jackson would have hooked up with you.
I was thinking about it. I thought that me and Mark and Slim couldn't make it on fuel. I might would have tried to make a move on them, but probably we'll never know.
How close were you guys? Because I know that
I was going to make it.
Very.
Me and Mark were
very close.
Me and Ryan were very close. I think those guys were good.
Yeah, they pitted a lap after.
It just would have been a little bit sketchy at the tri-oval, maybe.
Might have been sputtering.
Yep.
Awesome execution there on those stops.
Slim, I mean, man, great connection, solid. Get them guys to fix that stuff or what?
Man, I have no idea. I'm just glad it worked out. I only showed up tonight to help Ryan win, and it didn't work out.
Yeah.
Thanks, Slim.
I tell you too, Slim, the Google random number generator chose you, and you didn't end up on your lid. So there you go. No broadcaster jinx.
All right. Well, I appreciate that.
We
Well,
did.
As a driver, you start to
True.
think when you don't have to worry about that stuff, then you can actually drive.
True. Hey, real quick, Mark, great job, dude. Great job to our whole team, and shout out to my mom. I don't know if my brother was here tonight, but shout out to both of them.
Yep, we had Mama Gately in the house. Awesome. Thanks for joining us there, guys. Jeff Hale, Ryan Johnson, Slim Jim Gately, and then your winner, DeRocket Descenza, pulls out the Talladega win in the Dale Earnhardt colors. Could it be any more perfect? How about your night, bud?
Yeah, I mean,
And you had to nail pit stops. You nailed green flag pit stops and didn't get a penalty, Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't dreaming.
First of all, I mean, he was solid at the beginning and solid at the end and solid in between. I mean, That was vintage Martin Cinza. That's the guy I remember losing to back in the day.
First, I'd like to thank my buddy Bobby's watching, Dave Silva, and
Absolutely. Yeah.
Ryan and Slim and Hal. We kind of all stuck together there. We could have made it at the end, but basically it was just, hope they stayed behind me. I was pretty sure they were, although you never know. But
yeah, I think all bets might have been off there with that wild card of Tom in the mix too.
We've actually had pretty good runs this year, a lot of nights, and it's just we couldn't finish it off. So I'm glad we were able to get a win. I thought maybe we had something last week, but it didn't work out. So, but good race.
As a driver, when you have those times where in between wins, you wonder, man, if I lost a step or whatever. But I don't know. Tonight, you were the man. You were the guy I remember 20 years ago.
It came down to pit stops,
holy
which
shit,
I figured I was in trouble.
God, don't tell him that, Milt.
It really,
we had
really
crap
is what
at the
it
T
is,
channel,
man.
man. Now we got to hear you too.
Really, pit stops. I won the last pit out, so if I was behind Jeff, it would have probably ended like that too. But
Us broadcasters always bag on you a little bit about your stops, your week. Well,
I don't
you're a great
blame them.
driver like you, we got to find something,
yeah, we're trying to work on that. Well, every now and then we'll get one, but really, we haven't had a lot of them this year, but enough. And it usually comes at bad times. So.
Well, you're holding the trophy, nobody else is.
Right.
Yeah, it's a great job there. Again, Checker Flag Motorsports with the 1, 2, 3, 4
yeah,
finish.
all you guys, good job.
Yeah, great job, everybody there. And, of course, again, another shout-out to Tom Jackson. Great top 5 run there. Stuck with those guys all night. Nailed the pit stops as well. And that second pack, they've had something moving there at the end, but it was just too little too late. As they were good to the finish and going all out while you guys were saving. And just ran out of time. Yeah, that second pack, they crashed coming in if you hadn't figured it out. And it caused the divide that allowed you guys to run away.
I still liked Slim if it would have went green and they would have broke up. I thought Jeff would have, stuck with Mark, and the outside line when it came out.
Yeah, me and Jeff were definitely good. We had a good lap, but we pitted a lap after them, so it would have been close with them. They would have made it, but they probably would have sputtered at the end.
Unless Jeff would have caught that and then pulled out and bailed on you.
I think y'all would have gone 5 wide.
Not
5 wide finish.
do that.
Well, great run, everybody. Thanks for joining us here.
And they all tried to wreck me after the race.
I know we were cracking up here.
I took them all out.
We did that right.
Oh, that's why the cheats were too strong. Okay, you had the invincible car out there. Well, again, thanks everybody for joining us here in the post-race show. Congratulations again, Mark DeCenza and all of Checkered Flag Motorsports for that 1, 2, 3, 4 finish. And thanks Ryan Johnson getting those points updated. The series admin and sponsor this year is see Matt Watkins completely clinched, 49 points up. There's just no catching coming back from that. As we go next week to Homestead to wrap this up, this season 45, the 20th anniversary of NASCAR 2003, 20th anniversary of FSB, and the Winston Cup. Already etching Matt Watkins' name onto yet another one. And we'll just race for the race trophy next week at Homestead. I almost said Martinsville for some stupid reason. Homestead. But until then, thank everybody for joining us out there in YouTube, chatting, liking, subscribing, interacting, as YouTube likes to see what they call engagement. Sam Young, owner promoter, keeping the league going all these years later. We got plans for the off season coming up. We got some possible branching out ahead of us. Exciting things as we keep the league going on into the future. But until next week for the White Flag at Homestead, I've been your host, Sean Reap. He's been Milt Mutter Jr., and we're saying goodnight.